Okay, welcome back. And tonight, whenever you're watching, it's all good. I wanted to give you a bit of an update on this figure, and maybe we'll swap out a few parts. I like the shirt, I like the jumper. It's got a nice sort of check shirt there, short collars. Shot the cuffs at the end there. Cleaned the figure up. I think it's restrung. Let's have a look. I think it is. I'm going to strip it down anyway because these adventurer trousers and boots, although they're good, I've got other ideas in store for him. So it's just, I like the colour of these adventurers. They're well faded. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can see I've restrung it. Used metal ties in there. Cleaned it all up as best I could with sandpaper, with isopropyl alcohol. Cleaned up all the rivets. Some were quite rusty. They all cleaned up pretty well, so there should be no rust coming through. Well, maybe a little bit, but not enough to make a difference, I don't think. So it just seemed a bit silly going with adventurer trousers when I had these ones. Got the real denim effect. So let's take them off this figure and chuck them on. I also got a different pair of boots. This one again I've cleaned up. It's quite rusty. Restrung it. Haven't got round to doing any flocking lately, but because it's too hot and that stuff's too itchy, so I'll wait for it to cool down a bit until I start getting the flock going. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little video on this, and while you're waiting to see how that turns out, you might be interested in see how the Major's looking. Now literally I just threw this head on. He did have on this head, which I'm not sure if the moustaches are sort of period correct, and even this one's a bit long. Maybe it should be sort of trimmed back a bit, but I'll show you what it looks like with this head. It looks a bit jaundiced. This is the head that I've had it displayed on for about a week, and I really like it. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Which one do you prefer, the first one or this one? I like it. He looks mental. He's like he's got PTSD, or he's just unhinged in some way. I did have him on another figure and he looked unhinged in a different type of way. Some will know what I'm talking about, some won't. Oh God, what? How is this? How is this fair? I had them on another figure and they fit, and now I put them on this figure and they won't bloody do up. Is it because of the shirt? Is it pushing it out too much? Do I need to hike them up higher? Yeah, a bit. Oh, and also I made a custom swagger stick. Here's the original, which is usually lost, and I made my own version, which is slightly longer, only slightly, as you can see. It's only about 10mm longer. But I like it. It's just a cocktail stick skewer with some paint on it. Might have to I don't know, this does not want to do up, which I'm sure I had it fastened on the other figure. Maybe it was just opened at the back and I never noticed. Maybe I could just put a few stitches in it to hold it shut. Maybe you won't notice from the in the back. I'll just cover it up with his jumper. So yeah, we've got that. They're a little bit baggy for the look I was going for, but never fear, the boots are here. So let's move this guy out of the way for a second. Show you these boots. Now these were used painted the same paint that I used for the swagger stick. They were originally this colour. Not that you can bloody see because of the reflection, but they were originally this colour. Got a bag of I think 8 pairs of a seller. I just wanted red, and I was like, I can use those easy. I know what I'll be using them for. So let's get a set on here. Oh, easier said than done. Why is everything a struggle? Nothing. What's the old saying? Nothing that's worth doing, or nothing that's, I don't know, is easy. And now his foot's come off. Oh my god! I haven't got my little pair of pliers to hand, so we're just going to have to make do and carry on, I guess. I could put paws in here and then miraculously it'd be all done. But where's the fun in that? This is real world. There we go. Bit of spit, bit of elbow grease, and it's on. Now, is it the right way? Yes. Yes, it is. So we've got one on, and it's on the right foot as well, or the left foot, depending which way you look at it. These boots are very flexible. They're not so easy to get off. So once they're on, I have no intention of taking them off, and I'm trying to be as careful as possible so I don't crack up my paint job. I have painted it and I have gone over it with some matte varnish, but that doesn't always mean they're going to stay intact. Right, so they're a little bit baggy. The waist doesn't want to stay done up. I could just sort of what they called it, blouse the jeans like that, or I could tuck them inside the boot. So that's what I'm going to do. You can see I'm just using the end of this stand, so just shove them down there. But I mean, I don't know where these come from. I think they've come off like I don't know, some sort of fashion doll. They're a bit baggy. They've got a very small waist, so it could be girls' jeans, I don't know. There's a lot of material to stuff down the leg, that's all I'll say. Don't know how good this is going to work. We're going to try. Let's see how that looks. That looks better. It looks better than having all that excess material. So basically the idea of this is it's kind of like a 80s geezer, pub man, football hooligan. Very stylish. I mean, that's kind of like a Pringle jumper. He's got the Ben Sherman shirt. He's got the Doc Martens, or very close to Doc Martens with the. I had a pair when I was very young. They were like a cherry colour. These are a more tan sort of brown, but I might try and do a pair of cherry ones in the future. I think that would go well with his jumper. All he needs, and I have seen them, is the old style pub tankards. He needs one of those and a packet of 20 Embassy, and he's good to go. All he needs is a little Stanley knife and if he had a back pocket instead of his arse hanging out, have a copy of The Sun hanging out of the back pocket, and he's ready to go on the terraces. So yeah, so this is he's turned up to boot camp, and he's gonna get his comeuppance with the Sergeant Major's bloody swagger stick. He's going to get that right up the jacksie. So yeah, just a bit of a silly old waffle video. Hope you enjoyed that. Taking a look at these figures that I've this one I purchased and got the head off Mick Coxey, swapped that over. This one I restored and cleaned up and restrung, as you saw. Got the parts from various places, mostly eBay. Bit of painting on the boots, and I might have to sew those shut at the back, but you can't see it from the front, so out of sight, out of mind. I've got too many other things to be getting on with to be. Nah, I should complete the job. Not too keen on these jeans though. I might have a better pair of jeans somewhere. And really, these should be sort of acid wash. No, not acid wash. No, I think stone wash is good, but maybe more tighter fitting. Maybe I can tuck them down inside the boot a bit more and get them to sit a bit more. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You want some? You want some? You've got no fans. You've got no ground. You want some? So anyway, if you want some, you've come to the right place, because I'll give you some. So thanks for watching. Take it easy. You've got no ground.